Good evening, everyone. My name is Pranay. Thank you for the introduction. My topic name is Talent Will Be Recognized. All you need is patience and focus on improvement. I'll try to incorporate real life experiences to this topic to make it understand better why I feel it this way. Okay, let's get into the story now. Let me ask a question. What if I say that I've earned $1 million till now? Do you guys believe it? Yes? No? Okay, I'll make it clear. I'm a basic filmmaker. The reason why I've used the term basic is I did not have a team till now. So I had to learn the basics and the foundation of every department in the filmmaking. Name it as video editing, cinematography, script writing, boy, you name it, I'm present in everywhere. For the first movie, I was not in a position to afford for a camera. So I rented a camera on that day. I used to place it on the shelf in a hall like this at different locations, set the timer, come in front of the camera and start acting. After all this effort, one day I was caught by the police as well, saying that I did not have the permission to shoot at that location. After all these efforts, I was super excited to release the movie. But after the release, people started criticizing me. I was angry, I was furious, I was disappointed that why don't people realize the efforts you put in, but rather they focus more on, after watching a movie, they just tell it within seconds. They hurt others within a second, but that's not the thing. Their criticism has helped me to progress at every stage. When I'm doing my next project, I keep in mind all the words they told me before. It happened with me, the same thing happened with me for the next projects as well. Even for the next project, it didn't do well, but I could see myself progressing further. It happened with me for the 4 projects on the trot, but right before when I was coming to Canada, I made a music video. Thanks to the team as well, I was in a position to afford at that point. We had a great team. I've made a music video. The product was ready. We were willing to publish this music video in top South Indian YouTube channel. I'm from South India. So we wanted to release it. We have emailed around hundreds of YouTube channels, but few of them didn't reply. Few of them they rejected us. But one day, I received a call from a top YouTube channel in our locality, and they said, this song doesn't belong to you. I was furious again. I was quarreling with them, I was fighting with them, and then a voice came out in whisper saying, we are going to publish your song in our YouTube channel and we are going to pay you 25,000 rupees, which is equivalent to 500 Canadian dollars. That meant $1 million to me that day. Few days later, when I was passing by a street, and I'm sure you all know what a steel welding shop is like. They have machines, they cut the steel and do something out of it. When I was passing by the store, the steel store, I heard something. I just hid myself behind the wall that day and peeped in to see what it was. They were busy in their work, but they were listening to my song in the speakers right beside them. That meant $1 million to me that day. Few days later, I was planning for my next project. So I wanted to hire a freelancer for the project. So I tried calling him. When I called the freelancer, I don't know him, he's a stranger to me. When I called him, I heard my song as a caller tune. That meant $1 million to me that day. And there was my friend who was traveling in a cab one day. When he was traveling in a cab, suddenly the cab driver turned on a song, a music in the car. It was my song. My friend was excited. He took a video of that and sent it to me immediately. Even that meant $1 million to me. And finally, one more instance which made me feel that talent will be recognized is, on the day of the release of my song, my father didn't know that I reached home. but I just came home. My father was in the other direction. He had his earphones plugged in. So he was listening to my video. He was seeing my video and he had a smile on his face. What did it mean to me? I want you all to tell. It meant a million to me. True it is. Guys, it's important to know that my song was not a viral video on the internet. It just had around 50K views or somewhere around that. But the world seemed to be so small that day for me because everybody was around me. Like everybody was listening to the song, but around me in those days. That is why now everything is done and dusted. Like that's all back in India. Now I'm here in Canada as an international student. I'm back to the drawing board again. I have to start and begin from scratch. But this time I feel pretty confident. I don't feel nervous. I don't feel that I can't improve. I don't feel that I'm demotivated because I've seen that talent will be recognized. It could be a bit late, but if you are patient and if you are focusing on how to improve, your talent will be definitely recognized. Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity. I'm looking forward to hear all the speeches today.